Today's video is a pretty long one, as I want to show you how it's like driving around in Indonesia. The trip today is some 500 kilometers long in total, but takes some 10 hours, due to the fact that I took smaller roads and stopped a few times along the way as well. This video starts when paying the toll fees, as everything before that is just basic toll road driving without too much to see. Wullery exit, where there is a line to pay. In less than a minute I will start talking in video, so this will be the only voiceover part in the entire video. Just sit back and relax as I show you some of the nice areas of Central Java, fully commented by me while driving. I added numerous remarks throughout the video to clear up some of the things I'm talking about, as the clips are trimmed for your viewing pleasure. We are currently on the provincial road from the town of Wullery to the town of Temanggung, which is on the Dieng Plateau, and from there we will continue to the city of Magelang and later on Yogyakarta. So there's a truck in front of us on this lingering road. I'm not going to overtake him, as that's quite dangerous. But eventually there will be a little bit of straight road like here, where you can give it a try. Of course it's not the safest to do, but it works. Area here is really beautiful. Low hills or low mountains and hills south of the northern flatlands. We are driving into the Dieng Plateau right now, which has a lot of volcanoes and it's located pretty high. Every once in a while it will freeze there overnight. We are not stopping there. We are going to Temanggung, the town of Temanggung first, and then continue our trip to the town of Magelang, where I hope somewhere in between we'll catch at least the results of the ash rains from yesterday, and if there is another eruption we will most likely be able to see that later on. This is a typical Indonesian provincial road, lingering to the village, lingering to the mountains. They are quite dangerous at night. There's generally no lighting, there is a little bit of it here, but generally they are dark at night. You have to rely on the houses that have lit up fences or something to navigate these tight curves. So if you don't know the area, that might be pretty dangerous. I'm not the one, I don't really like driving at night. That's why I left early this morning instead of yesterday afternoon, because that would cause me to arrive at midnight, and that's not what I want to do. Also, if you drive at day, you can enjoy the view a bit. You can stop somewhere to have a coffee or a drink or something. We don't have a view of the mountains here, of the volcano here yet. It's too far away. We're about 70 kilometers out as the crow flies. 110 kilometers driving. Bumpy roads here. This is concrete, so this is pretty okay. Well, not that smooth, but where you have asphalt, the roads are pretty bad. It's the end of the wet season, so most roads have had a beating for the last, well, since October really. So yep, they need maintenance again. It's a yearly thing here to keep them busy, I guess. It's a Sunday, so there aren't any school kids around. That's an additional danger here during school days, because kids as young as 8 will drive a motorcycle to school. Here's a lot of asphalt, and that's all broken, big potholes. Just reminds you, this is a provincial road. There's some roadworks apparently. They will always ask you for money. Yeah, there we go, on the right side. Yeah, that's cement in the street. That won't work. That won't last for long. We are in the province of Central Java. I have been for quite some time. The volcano, the Merapi volcano, is located on the edge of this province and the province of Yogyakarta. And the summit is the summit of the volcano is the northernmost part of the province of Yogyakarta, tucked away in on the hillsides there. Ooh, there's a waterfall. Let's hope it stays dry today. The weather is actually pretty good here in Java today. Not too much clouds. At least no heavy clouds. No rain in the area yet. But it's still the wet season, so that might change in a few hours time. Roads are being repaired here, but the quality is poor. We are almost in the village of Sukorejo. From there we will continue to Temanggung. And that should be an hour's drive. Temanggung, Magelang, Yogyakarta. That's where we are going today. We can stop at Magelang. We can go to Yogyakarta. There's a few spots where you can go and have a view. If we go to Magelang, that's directly into the wind. So any ash clouds is heading for you, which might be nice from a distance, but might also mean that the view is obstructed. If you go to Jogja, you can approach it from the south, which means a side view, which might be better. But if it's already late in the afternoon, most likely it will be pretty cloudy. It's the wet season still. But we can keep our eye on the CCTV cameras everywhere. Driving to that southern side though takes another hour or so. I'm going to try it at Magelang first. Depending on the weather, we can either stop there or continue. Roads here are as bad as you can get almost. So it will take a while. Oh, they have a traffic light here. Oh, nice. This is also very common. People in a pickup truck. Officially, of course, it's not allowed. But no one cares. Parakan and Temanggung are right ahead. That's where we are going. If you take the left here, Boja, that will bring you back to Semarang again. You don't want to go there. I have just opened the windows. It's pretty cool here now. See a little bit of forest on the right side, left side here. We are already pretty high up now. The Dieng Plateau is about 1 kilometer above sea level. We aren't yet, I think, but there's some pine trees mixed in between the regular trees you see at sea level. So it's definitely slightly cooler here. Let's take it easy. It's 10 kilometers to our next turn. By then we should be pretty close to Temanggung. It's about 2.5 hours driving still. Let's see what we can make out of it today. The weather in the south has cleared up, I see. Just noticed that on the screen here. And here it's still partly cloudy, so if something is happening, we should have a pretty good view. Meanwhile, you can enjoy people overtaking dangerously here. The scenery is beautiful though, I have to admit. And I haven't been on this road before, that's for sure. Even though I've lived in the area for 3 years. It's not the road you take if you want to go somewhere other than a village, really. Like we are doing today, so it makes sense. Normally you would take the main road from Semarang to Ambarawa and then south. But I wanted to go to Temanggung because that's more in the path of the wind and the ash clouds. So if something happens, we are there. Meanwhile, once again, enjoy this lingering road through the green rice fields. Wow, look. Yeah, that still looks amazing. After almost 17 years living here, that never gets old, I have to admit. That's a good one, it's turning right. Let's go. You saw the hand there, that's how you turn right here. If your blinkers aren't working or maybe are out of reach. I think that's the thing here. You just use your hand and wave and tell other people you really want to go there. And I saw it, so yeah, it apparently works. We have taken a left again and have left the provincial road. This road's even smaller, but it's newer and it's a shortcut. The weather is okay here. You can't see anything yet. The volcano is basically in front of us somewhere. Slightly to the right. The weather is nice, sun is out, rice fields all around. Let's enjoy this drive for another half an hour, I think. I'll be turning right soon though. In about 10 minutes, I guess. These are the roads that will bring us to Mount Merapi today. Really small intersections and little villages. What's that? Oh, it's a water main. It's an aqueduct. There are some volcanoes in front of us. Those are not the ones that we are looking for. Those are on the left. How quiet the roads are here is just amazing compared to the main road we were on earlier, the provincial one. The This is 100 times better. The road's nice, it's quiet. Let's enjoy this for a little bit. People drive on the wrong side of the road. Oh, well, that's the slope of a nice old volcano. There's two, but only one we can see here. One is to the right, one more is to the right. Absolutely amazing views here. I love it. Beautiful. Yeah, a woman in front of me. That will be her husband driving. Little child in the cloth. Slendang, it's called here. You just drive everywhere like it. No helmet required, officially yes, but on these roads there's no police, there's no enforcement. In about a kilometer or so we're going to take a right turn, left turn. Ooh, nice beach. Oh, you can almost see the summit of the volcano here. Ooh, bless myself. There we go. Entering the town of Temanggung. A little bit of ash fall was reported here today, but probably we won't see that, as it's generally dusty here in this country. That's a dangerous road you got here. One bump and you have a piece of stone under your car, It's heavy, fortunately. Doesn't move easily. Still, I want to overtake. We will be hitting the national roads in about 10 minutes. Then it's off to Magelang. Nothing to see here yet. Hotel Dirgantara, Hotel Campur Sari. Yeah, it's not a real hotel, more like a hostel or a motel. It's even lower than that. Place to sleep. This is the town of Temanggung. You can see that we are in the town center. The roads have some pavements and side road for slower traffic and walking. And planters. Typical Indonesian town. There is a little bit of dust on the roofs here and on the planters as well. You can see it's slightly white, ever so little, and that should be way more visible once we are in the area of Magelang. This is downtown Temanggung, but we're just passing through. Can drive through the red if we take a left, so that's what we do. It's more ash here. But still ever so slightly, it's not really noticeable. We're going left again, heading for the National Road, which is wider again, and then to what the dude, take a lane. Oh, there's more ash here, you can see on the side of the roads. Not worth stopping just yet. I'll do that once it's really obvious. If you see a big mountain right in front of us, I don't see it yet, that's the Merapi. So we're heading there with a little detour. Once we are in Magelang, should be half an hour. Let's make a short video there. Hello Garfield. We are crossing the Progo River, which runs through the city of Yogyakarta as well. It's pretty nice. Why would you do that, you idiot? That was less than 20 centimeters. The red plate is a government car. Overtaken on the left, like many do, but oh well. Well, go against the direction, yeah, why not? There's a little bit of ash on the car in front of me. Let's check. No, nothing here. Well, that was a dick move. Overtaking a queue for a red light. Or as we in Dutch say, tjonge jonge jonge jonge. Yep, I've been driving for almost 7 hours, so irritation levels are slightly higher than they were when I left. But, oh well, should let it go, I know. Pretty busy here in the town of Magelang. And I haven't seen much ash yet, so we'll see. If everyone just took a single file, that would be so easy. But no, they want to overtake one car or maybe two. But trees here, and the streets are covered in a thin layer of ash. That fell yesterday afternoon, over 24 hours ago. It hasn't rained since, so it's hanging around in trees on solar panels for street lights, as you can see up on the right side there. They need to be cleaned. You can really see it's just a little bit white here. It's thicker than in earlier locations. But the streets are clean, blown away, or washed away. This is blown away. It's really light stuff, of course. On the right side we can see the power cables are covered in a thin layer as well. So it's pretty clearly visible here. The air is pretty clear. Blue sky is clearly visible. It's just that around the roads there's a lot of ash and dust blown away again. So you can see a slight haze of white, very light grey hanging around. Let's fill up. Change the batteries. Let's have this play out for a bit. We are on the southern slope of the Merapi now, as the western one didn't have much of a view because it was already obstructed by clouds. The southern one isn't much either, I think, but I want to check it out, and who knows, the weather clears up. We have about 1 hour of daylight left, but if there is an eruption with hot material, we could make pictures at night as well, of course. Let's check it out, and if it doesn't work out, I'll give it a try tomorrow morning. In the meanwhile, the area is still pretty beautiful, so enjoy. Yeah, there are low-hanging clouds now. That is the same as the view from the CCTV I saw slightly earlier. From the northern side, the weather is still good, but I haven't been there. Oh, the clouds are there already. Look. Yeah, that's those are low-hanging clouds. That means no real view. Guess I give it a go for a minute or so, but not much hope that it will get better. Look, over there the weather is nice. Let's have a look. Sorry Pak.
Parkirnya nanti hadap ke sini.
Oke, ya.
Ya. Berapa orang?
Satu aja saya.
Iya. Nanti aja per orang 4.000, parkirnya 5.000,
Oke,
9.000.
Oke, nanti keluar ya?
Nah, keluar.
Oke,
Monggo.
baik.
Ya.
Terima kasih Pak.
Seperti itu ya parkirnya.
Ya, sip.
Ya. Kembali 1.000 ya.
Udah nggak apa-apa Pak?
Oh iya,
Kasih ya.
terima kasih.
Putri. So that right over there, that's Mount Merapi, and now you can see it. There is activity ongoing, as you can see. Something is rolling down the western flanks with the white snowy like covered area. That's not snow, that's ash. We are going up there. We have 3 spots to go today. We're going to Kali Urang, which has a viewpoint, and as long as it's clear, we have a very good view. It's 6 kilometers from the top. Then we go drive around to maybe the Babadan post, observation post, which is in the ash area, so might be interesting to see if we can get there. And after that, or the third option, is Selo, which is the pass between this volcano, the Merapi, and the Merbabu in the behind. You can see on the left side as well. So let's go. A very good morning from the city of Yogyakarta, where it's still just after 6 o'clock in the morning now, and we are making our way to, straight up, you can see it there in the distance, the Mount Merapi volcano. We are still about 9 kilometers away from the summit, from the observation post. The summit is another 5. There has been some activity again, as you can see on the western side. That is an ash cloud, a little one. As the weather here is clear. That is a pretty amazing view, right? We're getting way up north though. All quiet, so we can drive there. Look, a volcano! Nice! That white bulge you're seeing right in the middle now, just northwest of the volcano, is a new ash cloud that has been emitted just in the last minute or so. You can't see it because we are below the cloud basically, but we are traveling towards Babalan. Let's see. And on the right side you can also see something falling down now. It seems to be a pretty large eruption. Right over there on the southwestern flank is what's been deposited over the last few days. You can't get a clearer picture of here from this side. You have to move to the west. That is the summit of the Mount Merapi currently, with a little bit of ash coming out of it. And right there, that white stuff, that's what has been deposited. Here we have another ash cloud coming down, pyroclastic cloud. We are on the road again. There was not too much to see, but there was some activity, so I recorded that. We are on our way to the Babadan observation post. The last time I was there is over 2 decades ago, so that's a good refresher, I guess, if we can get there. That's also the area where the most of the ash rains have fallen over the last few days, so it might be a little bit wide over there later on. For now, we have the sun behind us, so that gives us really nice views over how the roads look here in this area. Really forested, lush and green here. It's wet season, so that helps. There's no ashfall here. There hasn't been during this episode. So we are continuing our trip to the Babylon observation tower, observation station. It's not a tower, it's a station. These roads are narrow but quiet. There's only sleepy villages here around us now. So take this one. We have the sun still from behind us, so the camera should pick up on how nice it really is here. Even through the window. It's just 8:30 in the morning. We should be there around 10. Yeah, maybe, depending on how much we stop. It's just a stunning environment. I know I used to live here for 3 years, but still, seeing this is still amazing. Keeps on looking really nice. The roads are pretty good too now. That's a nice benefit, but also really important for the people here if they need to evacuate. We are now in the village of Balerante, which was severely hit during one of the previous eruptions back in 2008 or 2010. I think in 2008. I'll check with that and post it. That was a really big eruption, and now it's just little puffs still, and not to be compared with a huge eruption, because back then that killed over 300 people. Everything is safe for the moment. And another truck. And another one. Let's wait this one out. Oh, another one. That's loaded to dust. These trucks here are all transporting black sand from the rivers. All that material has been dumped here over millions of years of eruptions, but also the last eruptions brought a fresh load again. That sand is used for building materials, for sand to be mixed in with concrete. And the little stones are used to put in roadworks. So it's a win-win. the area we are driving through. On the left and the right you can see those palm-like leaves, but they aren't palms. They are snake fruit trees, plants. I can see them hanging, you probably can't, but I had a picture of that as well. This one's also really narrow, which should bring us where we have to go. Yes, these are salak trees, plants, or snake fruits with that skin like a snake. One of those beautiful little roads. The rivers here aren't very clean, but the views outside of that are pretty amazing. And once again, the roads are good. Not the best, good enough. Sand mining continues while the Merapi volcano right over there is showing that we are on the western side now. We were on the southern side. We will continue to, well, roughly somewhere there. In front of us is a cloud hanging around. That's an ash cloud that came out of the volcano over the last half an hour. Everything you see there is almost everything. There's a really white point, that's a little cloud. Everything else is ashfall, or at least an ash cloud. So let's see what happens. Right there, popping up behind the trees, is the Mount Merapi volcano. And the ash cloud that has been released half an hour ago, slowly dissipating here towards the northwest. We are about 3 kilometers from our destination today, and we have entered the zone where ashfall took place over the last few days. Everything you see here is ash. I'll show you. It's not too much. Look, it's washed away. But yeah, you can imagine it's fluffy. It's really fluffy. It doesn't smell of sulfur though. Let's continue. See, no ash cloud there. Yes, ash cloud over there. This village looks white. They've cleaned it up mostly in the street, but anything else is covered in white. And at front it's green again, so it's not really spread out evenly. This road hasn't been cleaned, so there's a lot of ash. There's a few millimeters here. Not going to speed up too much because that will disturb some people, I guess. It's really local, but still it's ashfall. It's eerily quiet here at the observation post of Abadan, where we have network nowadays, apparently. It's pretty white. There's an ash cloud hanging right over there. And the volcano is right over there. Can't see it because it's covered in an ash cloud. And right up there is the Mount Merapi volcano. That is not active at the moment. It was a short while ago. That's why we have that white milky ash cloud hanging around. We are leaving the post of Babadam, the observation post. It's right behind us. We are going downhill now, and you can see there's a little bit of ash. It's really local. Up there is slightly more. Houses here are covered in ash, but the schools are open. Here are some kids. Weather is extremely nice. This weather, I spoke to someone at the observation post, he also admitted it. It hasn't been this clear in weeks. And now there is an eruption and the weather is clear. That's the fire service. They're all active cleaning up. The ash is washed away from the roads to avoid most of the dust being kicked up in the air again. The road is wider here, so let's continue down first.